The Queen of Cups is the bartender.
Ah. That makes a lot of sense because the commonality there is she tends to be kind of the counselor, kind of the therapist, and that's often the role the bartenders find themselves in. So she's very much like, but of course, this is also like a level of, well, she's the bartender, so she's also kind of in some ways a guest, which means that she should still be the inverted level of self. So there's like a level of she's so involved in everyone else's life that she's becoming a martyr to her own. So it's like she's gone from being the therapist to like something. It's like she sort of inserted herself into into their lives or something. Like she's just over involved, and to her own to her own sadness and detriment. And I guess like that kind of like lends itself like to almost like sort of, it sort of feels more gossipy. It's more like the nosy neighbor kind of syndrome.
That's good. Perfect. Thank you. Judgment is a magical character who like works at the resort, but I don't know who yet.
Okay. Judgment is actually a role that would be well suited to two people because it is a balance. It is a yin and a yang. Obviously, going with gender is kind of lame. So finding other ways to like ham up some quirks could be really fun. To make them both distinct from each other, but not like have it be like sort of in unexpected ways. I don't know, like however you like that can mean so many things stylistically.
It could even be a lighting thing or a costume thing, like a judgment
Yeah.
kind of like.
I'm also realizing that in some ways, Wednesday and Enid, they're kind of a beautiful juxtaposition. So like, there's so many different ways that you can do it. But yeah, they tend to be balanced. It's like a level of seeing the truth, like seeing the nuance, like not like in some ways. And since they're like, I mean, like this would be them upright, at least. Them upright means a level of seeing the nuance and the opposite of black and white thinking. Like they see the gray. And I suppose if you were to apply more of an inverse, then it would mean like they're incredibly only black and white. So yeah, it depends a little bit of what role they're to take on. So they can either be like, maybe their sense of balance is completely off kilter and everything's a whack if you're wanting them to be more the shadow kind of invert itself. But if you're wanting them to be more true to themselves, and there's something, I don't know, but it's hard to know like how you turn that into a scene quite.
Well, I mean, it's immersive, so it's all weird, right? Like it's all just very strange.
You could have the like if you're able to have acrobatic kind of people, you could have a couple that like does some kind of like acrobat thing together, because that could be a really good way of illustrating balance. Having like somewhere where maybe they've got a hoop or something that they're able to like spin around together in or something. I feel like acrobatic people have like, there's just so many directions they can get utilized.
I agree. Okay, the lovers are guests. I assume they're newlyweds, but they don't have to be. I haven't really decided that yet, but they're people who are on the cruise ship together.
Okay. And in that way, then I would almost say that if we're taking the lovers and making two of them, I almost kind of feel like the guy is basically going to be a bit the son of cups and the girl's going to be a bit the daughter of cups. Because like if we're turning the lovers in to two entities, those are the two entities they basically become. And the son of cups, he's kind of a bit of an emo boy. He's really like, he's incredibly intensely in love with all of the things, but he doesn't want to reveal too much. So it's like he's just got this intensity, but because he's trying to keep his cards close to the chest, it kind of comes off a certain kind of way. And the daughter of cups is like this sweet, teen girl who's just discovered love. She's just discovered everything. She's completely on fire with living, and she loves all of the emotions, even the bad ones. And she's just this happy, effervescent kind of character. Bad side to the Daughter of Cups is a level of maybe being tone deaf just because she hasn't learned to read the tones yet. She's incredibly vulnerable, and she can seem incredibly gullible and naive. And I mean, the Son of Cups, I already kind of talked to the negatives. The Son of Cups can seem very morose. Not morose quite. Just, it's like, I feel like the Son of Cups in some ways can be almost a little bit of a powder keg because they're trying to keep their cards close to the chest. They can be the kind of person who almost sort of vibrates violence maybe, but like you don't necessarily want to play too far into that, but like that kind of like just really like, ooh, kind of energy. So that's how they would kind of go a bit sideways.
Perfect. That's awesome. Okay. My last one then is the Fool. I want the Fool to be a guest, but I don't know how yet. Who is that?
Fool is an entrepreneur. It's an entrepreneur that has just sunk their life savings into this amazing new invention. And they are just so sure that it was the right move. But of course, since we have this as a level of more shadow side, I mean, there's an amount to which it's multi-level marketing, right?
That's what I thought.
Girl boss. Yeah, that's where that's gonna go.
Ha ha ha. Okay.